Hey, babe. What did you think of my mom? Did you get a good first impression?
Yeah, she seems like a really good person. I guess that explains why you're so lovely. The two of you seem a lot alike, so I guess she raised you well.
Did you really like her? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Why do you ask?
No reason. I'm just relieved that the two of you got along. She's actually had a pretty tough life when she was growing up. Ever since my dad passed away, she's had to raise me on her own. It's so difficult being a single mom. She had to do everything for us by herself.
I bet that was a real challenge for her. Still, I can see in her eyes that she loves you so much, so I'm sure it was worth it to her.
I hope so. Anyway, obviously this all means that I want to be able to take care of her after I get married, like she did for me when I was growing up. Oh, of course I want to do the same for your parents, too. They're just as important.
I feel the same way, babe. After the two of us are married, it's really important to me that we are able to pay our parents back for what they did for us.
Really? Are you sure you want to do that?
Absolutely. You have to keep your word that we'll support my parents too. But yes, I want to do that. We're marrying into each other's families, and family takes care of one another.
Of course. Thank you, baby. I'm glad you agree.
You don't need to thank me for doing the bare minimum, you know.
There was actually another thing that I couldn't tell you until now, though.
What is it? Is something wrong?
My mom is actually really ill at the moment. The doctors say she's going to need at least 2 surgeries to get her back to full health.
Oh my god, really? I had no idea. Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah. She works at a mall nearby right now, but she said it's getting more and more difficult to do her job as time goes on.
You must be worrying about her a lot then, if she really is feeling so unwell.
She's the only family I have left since my dad passed away, so I guess it's inevitable that I would be thinking about her so much. I hate that I only ever seem to talk about my mom with you. I'm sorry. You must be bored of hearing about her all the time.
No, don't be silly. I totally understand. That sounds really stressful. It's so much better to talk about the things that are on your mind with me, instead of trying to keep everything to yourself.
You really think so? Like, everything that I'm thinking about?
Of course. We're going to be husband and wife before too long. It would be weird if we still kept secrets from each other.
Do you promise that you'll try to understand about everything I tell you?
Man, you're scaring me. Why are you talking like that? Are you getting cold feet about the wedding? You had better not abandon me at the altar.
Hey, I am 100% confident about marrying you. How could you even say that? I would never ask you to rethink the wedding.
Huh? Well then, what do you want to ask me to do?
Well, it's just something that's been on my mind. I haven't really made any decision yet, so I'll talk to you about it later once I know what my plan is.
Come on, just tell me now. You've got me all curious.
No, I haven't decided anything yet. I'll tell you another time. I don't want you to feel like I'm burdening you with anything. So, let's just talk about it once I've thought about everything and considered the situation a bit more. Can you be patient with me?
Okay, fine, I guess. You promise you'll tell me as soon as you've decided whatever it is you need to decide?
Sure thing.
So, how is all the wedding prep going? Is it going well? I mean, I feel a bit nervous about everything, but it has been fun to pick out everything that we want. I'm really sorry I haven't been in touch much lately. How many people have said they'll be able to make it this weekend? I think it should be about 5 of us in the end, including you. Are any of Oscar's friends going to come? We're all just so excited about the wedding. I feel like I could explode just thinking about it. It's going to be an amazing day. I talked to his friends about it, yeah. He said he would bring all of his nicest friends with him, so it should be a lot of fun. You always had pretty bad taste in men in the past. I'm glad Oscar seems like a good one. What are his family like? You met them recently, right? You remember how we reacted when you first introduced him to us, right?
Did you really like him that much?
Girl, come on. How long would you have to go walking about before you saw a guy as tall and smart-looking as Oscar? He's a real catch. Man, this is why I can't date. I'm always just so disappointed. Have you never really thought about that before?
What do you mean? Thought about what?
I mean, Oscar is such a good-looking guy, and he's really talented too. He's just the whole package. Besides, he's a really great guy in terms of personality, even if he wasn't so handsome. It just makes me wonder why a guy that seems so perfect still isn't married.
I guess he just hadn't found anyone that he wanted to marry before.
I can't even believe a guy like him exists in real life. He looks like the sort of person that should be a celebrity.
Oh, stop it. You're going to embarrass me talking like that. You haven't shut up about how amazing he is since you first met him.
Well, is there anyone in his family that seems a bit weird? He must have some kind of flaw to have stayed single for so long. You see it all the time in TV shows. The crazy mother-in-law treating her son's girlfriend like trash. It's common for women that have sons to be so overprotective.
His mom isn't like that. I could tell she was a good person from the moment I met her. Oscar is an only child too, so he doesn't even have any weird siblings that might cause trouble.
What? You mean he's an only son? His mom is still alive, right? It was his dad that passed away?
Yeah? Why?
Don't you think he might turn out to be a total mommy's boy?
Hey, don't just assume that.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm pushing it. He's your fiance after all. I should leave you to it. It does seem like he really cares about you. Just make sure you stay in touch more. I missed you.
I will, I'm sorry. I'll talk to you later. Hey, this is the mall your mom works at, right? Yeah, that's right. I figured we'd take her home on our way, since we were passing right as she finishes work. It'll be fun. Oh, okay. It's just that I thought we were going straight home, since you never mentioned anything about this to me. Why didn't you tell me we were seeing her? I didn't think it was such a big deal. It doesn't take long to drive to my mom's place from here. I've been at the office all day, though. My face is a mess. I must look exhausted. Don't worry about that. My mom doesn't care about how you look. Even so, I would prefer it if you gave me a heads up next time we're going to see her. I would feel more comfortable if I had some time to get ready properly and give a good impression. I mean, when we get married, I'm sure you'll look worse, so why does it matter? What the hell? Why would I look worse after we're married? Oh, there she is. Mom, over here. Oh, and here I thought I was going to have to get the bus home. I really don't mind going back on my own. You didn't have to come and pick me up, sweetie. Oh, is Ivy here too? I didn't see you there. Hi, Clara. Great to see you. How was work today, Mom? Are you feeling okay? It wasn't too difficult. I hope you're not in pain or anything. You should be resting, really. I mean, I feel how I feel. Nothing has really changed, so I guess that's good. My back and my knees hurt. I have to stand behind the counter for hours every day. I'm always a bit stiff by the end of my shift. Still, it's lovely to be able to go home with my family like this. This has really made my day. Right? I thought you would appreciate it. We were coming by right as you were finishing up, so I thought it would be stupid to drive straight past. Isn't that right, babe? Huh? Oh, yeah. Sure, it's great. Oh, that's so kind of you to say. I'm glad you think so. I was worried about getting in the way of you young folks and having you think I was just a tactless old lady. Thank you for understanding and being so sweet. Don't worry about it, Clara. I'm sure your legs hurt after your shift. You must get so uncomfortable having to take the bus home. They're always late. You would be stood at the bus stop for ages. What a thoughtful way for you to think about it, Ivy. It makes me feel so happy to know we have such a generous and kind young woman joining our family. I can't wait to have a daughter-in-law. You know, all of my friends in the neighborhood are saying how jealous they are that I have a daughter-in-law like you. Didn't I tell you that you would love her, Mom? I have amazing taste in women. I don't want you to feel worried about anything. From now on, I'm going to give you the best life you could imagine. I'm going to make you so happy, I promise. Oh, don't be silly. Once the two of you are married, it'll be my job to make sure you get off on the right track for the rest of your lives. My work as your mom isn't done yet. I still have some life left in me. Mom, why would you push yourself to keep going like this? You've had 2 back surgeries. You should be taking it easy. I'm paying you this allowance so that you can rest properly at home without worrying about money.
He's right, Clara. Like you said, it's so important that you take care of your back. You should really try to take it easy.
Wow, I'm so grateful to hear you say that, Ivy. You really are so big-hearted. Are you really sure about this?
I'm sorry? Why am I getting a bad feeling about this?
Why does she seem uncomfortable asking me what I'm talking about? It's not like I'm telling her to do or not to do anything. Man, I definitely can't get a ride home from work with these two anymore. Mom, why are you asking Ivy about what you should do? You've surprised her now. There's no need to make things awkward. Oh, I didn't mean anything by it. I'm just grateful she would even say something like that. You must have thought I was asking with some kind of hidden meaning, huh? Ivy, I swear, I didn't mean anything by it.
Oh, of course. I didn't really think so. Still, you are getting older and you seem to be in full swing with work on your job.
Do you think so?
You know, I've heard that sometimes when people who've worked for a long time suddenly quit, it can actually be worse for them. It can be good to keep your body moving, so you don't get stiff. Do you think you could talk to your boss about doing fewer hours or getting the easier jobs at work? That way you could keep working. I think it would be okay to keep working if it was less intense. You could look at it as some exercise during your rehabilitation.
Mom, we're here. Sure thing. I guess I should hop out of the car.
You haven't left anything in the car by mistake, have you? Be careful going up the stairs, too. We wouldn't want you to fall. See you soon. Take care of yourself.
Sure. See you soon. Oscar, you should give me a call later, okay? Okay, Mom. Talk to you later. Mom, don't worry too much about what Ivy said earlier. You don't need to think about that. As far as I see it, me getting married is the same as me making a promise to you that me and my wife will take care of you, okay? Can I even trust what you're saying? It seemed like the two of you were going through a rough patch today. You couldn't agree on anything. I know you told me she was very calm and easygoing, but it didn't seem like that to me today. Oh, come on, Mom. I had just spoken to her about something before we saw you that made her a bit upset. That's all. I'm sure you could tell something was a bit off between us, but I can explain it all another time. It's not a big deal. Don't worry. Are you sure? I'm worried about you. Of course I'm sure. Mom, you can trust me, I swear. It's like I said, once I'm married, I can give you double the allowance I do right now because I'll combine my salary with Ivy's. Your life will be much easier. Oh, that sounds amazing. Thank you, sweetheart. I want you to quit your job after the wedding so that you can just sit at home and rest. Use the money I give you to cover your bills and expenses and stuff. You just need to relax. It hurts me to see you working so hard when I know how difficult it is for you these days. I was trying to work for as long as possible so that I wouldn't be a burden on you. That's all. At least let me help you with the cooking and cleaning if you're going to pay my bills. Mom, I don't want to hear it. Cooking and cleaning is still work. And you can't be bending down to scrub floors with your bad back. I don't want you to worry about doing any housework or helping with any kids we have, okay? You have a daughter-in-law now. Why would you be responsible for any of that? Still, I feel bad to be living off your income and not contributing anything. You're my mom. It's your right. You spent so many years raising me, after all. Especially since I'll be married soon enough. You're done raising your child. Now you get to enjoy your retirement. Just boss us around and get us to do everything for you. I hope you don't think I'm acting like that already, am I? No, you're hiding it well. Don't worry, Mom. It'll be fine. I'm just panicking. I don't want what happened last time to happen again, obviously. That girl only lived with us for a few months before she ran off in the middle of the night. She got rid of that poor baby she was carrying, too. I still feel so sorry and sad whenever I think about it. Such a waste. Stop talking about it. She was just a weird girl. There was no way we could have known she would do that. I swear, this time I found a girl who really values family and taking care of our parents. Sure, I guess I just have to trust you. Oh, my back! It suddenly got a stabbing pain all up my spine. I just can't become a burden to you. I can't. It seems that no matter how much I say it, my body isn't listening. I just wish I could magically get better. I'm getting so tired of having to go to the hospital all the time. It's getting so boring. Mom, I'm a grown man now. If the money I'm giving you isn't enough, we could always move the wedding forwards a bit. I'm sure Ivy wouldn't mind. There's only a few months left anyway. The sooner I'm married and you have a new daughter-in-law, the sooner we can get you to the hospital and get you feeling better, remember? I don't want her to start getting suspicious, though, if we talk to her about moving the wedding forwards. Besides, if I want to get any severance pay when I leave my job, then I have to keep working there for at least 3 more months anyway. Until then, let's just make sure we keep everything secret and that she doesn't catch on. We can't risk this going wrong. I told you, she isn't going to be weird about this, Mom. Stop thinking so negatively. She'll understand everything when she finds out what's been going on. Still, you won't know who she really is until you're married. People change after the wedding, you know. It could all come out after you're legally married. You can never be too careful. Wow, aren't you clever, Mom? Still, getting married and then getting divorced is a real hassle. It's so much paperwork, and divorces always take forever. It's not like she can keep saying no to our plan for the rest of her life. I doubt she's going to file for divorce when she finds out. We have to make sure we sort everything out from the very start of the marriage. I'm sure it'll be fine. I know, son, but there's nothing wrong with preparing for the worst just in case things end up not going to plan. Let's just get your marriage finalized first, and then we can figure out the rest of it afterwards. We could always talk about the allowance sometime later. I don't mind waiting if she tries to say she doesn't want to. Okay, Mom. Well, if you can just hang on a bit longer, I promise I'll get everything sorted out as soon as possible for you. Like you said, the wedding and legal stuff is absolutely the first priority. I'll focus on that for now. I mean, we're already engaged and the wedding is only a few months away. I don't see anything going wrong between now and then. I've told my friends to come round for a party this time, and once she meets them all, I'm sure she won't want to back out. She's invested too much time in our relationship already. I'm sure you're right. Well, good luck, son. My allowance and surgeries are less important than making sure you really do like Ivy. You'll be with her for the rest of your life after the wedding. It's like I've always told you. All I want is for you to be happy. How could a mother ever want anything more than that for her child? Mom, that's so sweet of you to say. Honestly, if I didn't have you, I don't think I would have made it this far. You've made me the man I am today. We have to keep living together after I'm married. I hate the idea of you being on your own all the time. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't live without you either, honey. Do you think Ivy would agree to it? You don't think she would want the two of you to get a place for just you guys? I'm sure. Don't worry. This one isn't going to end in a mess like last time. You're right. We have to succeed this time. Still, from seeing how she acted today, I feel like you still have a lot that you'll need to teach her. She's very stubborn, I can tell. I mean, as soon as I came out, she should have moved to sit in the back seat so I could sit up front. But she didn't move. She just stayed on the passenger side. She should have opened the car door for me, too. And she didn't. I didn't know you wanted to sit in the front seat. You should have said something. She probably didn't realize. I shouldn't have had to say anything. You know that I've always sat up front. You should have told her to move without me needing to remind you about it. You're right. I'm sorry. I should have thought of that, Mom. Next time, I'll get out and open the door for you and tell Ivy to move into the back seat. Would that make you feel more comfortable? It would, but there's no need to rush these things. We can teach her slowly once the two of you are married. Yes, let's do that. Good idea. I'm sorry I let you down, Mom. I didn't mean to make you feel like I didn't care about you and your comfort. I was pretty upset that you didn't notice, to be honest. You should know by now that some things are just expected of you. It's basic manners. I guess I can keep teaching and reminding you of these things when we live together. You'll get there soon enough, I'm sure. I hope I can learn a lot from you, Mom. I'm sure you will, son. I've been around much longer than you, after all. Okay, Mom, I have to hang up now. I think Ivy will be looking for me soon, and I don't want her to overhear anything. Okay, son. Sleep well. You too, Mom.
Shortly after I first met my future mother-in-law, I mentioned that I had a bad back. Without a word, she went out and bought me a special hot pack to help with the pain. I told her I would bring it back to her as soon as possible, since I knew she also had a bad back. But she said that she absolutely needed to get it back today. In the end, she told me she would come over in the evening to collect it from me. I came out to meet her and asked her if she could wait a moment while I went and got it from my room upstairs. That was when I heard my future husband on the phone with his mom, and I overheard their whole conversation. It was such a shock, and really took me by surprise. Obviously, I knew that it was important to me that we helped each other to take care of our families, and he had mentioned that he had wanted to take care of his mom. I realized at that moment that my friends had been right, and he really was as much of a mama's boy as they had thought and not the perfect man I had hoped. It seemed he had been married before, and the marriage had failed. When I heard his ex-wife had been pregnant, too. I decided to secretly record their conversation, and I kept the video on my phone until the day I had planned to meet some of my friends to hang out. Until then, I pretended not to have heard anything and to have no idea what he had planned.
Babe, I had no idea you were going to prepare all of this. I thought we were just going to hang out. You didn't need to make all of this food. I didn't even bring anything with me. Now I feel bad.
Oh, don't worry about it. This is all just last-minute stuff anyway. I didn't really prepare anything. Just enjoy. Don't stress. I wanted to say this to you for a while, but I had actually been hoping to do something special to surprise you tonight. You have no idea how hard it was to keep it a secret. Oh my god! You two are like something out of a movie. This is so romantic. I can't believe I have to watch you guys being so cute while I'm still single. I just feel so lonely.
I feel like you've grown so much since you met Ivy, man. You're like a real adult now. I'm so proud of you and happy for you both. You had better get this locked down quick, though. A girl like that isn't easy to find. You've got to catch her while you can. I know, believe me. Actually, Ivy, there was something I wanted to say to you before we start watching the movie, if that's okay.
What's up?
Well, obviously we're getting everything ready for the wedding ceremony and we only have a few months left now. But I'm just so desperate to start a family with you, I can't even wait that long. Come on, let's just go down to the town hall right now and sign our marriage license. We can have the wedding whenever we want. I just can't wait for you to be my wife.
What? You're just going to spring that on me?
Whoa, man, what is all this? I have never seen you so excited and impatient for something before. This is crazy. You must really be crazy about this girl, huh?
Oh my goodness, I swear I am more excited about this than either of them. It's not every day you get to see your friend be proposed to. I'm so jealous of you, Ivy. He's literally the dream of every woman. You should hurry up and marry him before someone else snaps him up. What are you doing? His arm is going to break.
Hang on, babe. Slow down there. You're doing this all wrong. You know that. I had prepared all of this first before you took me by surprise like that. Don't you want to see what I did for you? I have a surprise too. Just watch this, and then it will all make sense. Oh my god, you're going to be so surprised. I just know it. Okay, honey, I can wait for a minute. You've got me all excited now. I can't wait to see what it is. Let's go into the other room so we can all watch whatever it is together.
Yeah, good idea. I bet it's something incredible. I can't imagine what you've been working on for all this time.
Just be patient, guys. It's going to be worth the wait, I promise. What the hell? What is this?
What do you mean? Surely I should be the one asking you that question, don't you think? You brought me home to your mom to be some kind of piggy bank, not because you actually love me. And now I've caught it all on video, and you're asking me what this is.
Hey, listen to me, baby. I didn't mean any of that, I swear. That wasn't how I meant it to sound.
Go tell someone who cares, Oscar. I've heard it all for myself. You're only excited to buy your mom a massage chair with my money, not to be my husband. You talk to your mom a lot, huh? You guys seem to be really close. I can't believe I almost married some toxic mama's boy. Can you imagine what my life would have looked like? You were going to make me move into her place with you. And now you're asking me what this is? You were talking to her about how you could buy her a huge massage chair after the wedding to replace her little massage roller. How am I supposed to take that? Did you think I was going to pay for it or something?
Oh, did you hear all of that?
Of course I did. God, you're such an idiot.
I was going to tell you about it before the wedding, but my mom was pushing me to register the marriage first so you would be really committed. And I'm telling you now, I was only going to keep it secret until the moment we filed the paperwork, I swear.
You planned out your whole scheme, huh? Trying to seduce my poor friend so you could use her like a cash cow? How dare you? What the hell is wrong with you? I thought it was weird that you seemed so perfect, but I could never have guessed that this is what was going on the whole time.
I swear, I do really love you, Ivy. I want to marry you so bad. This is all just a huge misunderstanding. Please, give me another chance.
A misunderstanding? Don't make me laugh. You were going to take money out of my pocket and give it to your mom once we were married, and you waited to tell me until I couldn't get out of this. What the hell have I misunderstood here? Come on, fill me in. I have you on video describing your whole scheme. See if you can come up with an excuse that will convince me that I should forgive you.
Ow, Ivy, let go. Stop pulling my hair, it hurts. Please, just let me go and let's talk about this.
Yes, go on, girl. Pull out all his hair. Make him go bald. He deserves to be punished for what he did. And no girl will want him when you've pulled all his hair out. You have to make sure he can't do this to anyone else. Punish him until you feel better. Get your revenge.
It didn't do anything wrong. Let me go. This is totally insane. I'm going to sue you for assault.
Assault? You have to be kidding me. You're not going to sue me. Go ahead, though. Take me to court. See what happens. I'll just tell them all about what you and your mom have been doing. Everyone will know how crazy you are. And if you ever dare to try to get another girl to marry you, I will track her down and show her this video so she knows what a piece of trash you are. You're never going to escape what you've done. In fact, I bet this isn't the first time you've done this. You've probably tried it 10 or 20 times before, right? You know, I think things would be far more interesting if I got in touch with them and got their testimonies. See if you can sue me after that.
Are you crazy? I only ever talked to you about this. No one else. In fact, I actually paid you. You owe me money, not the other way around. We had already decided to move in with my mom. I don't understand what I did wrong. Seriously, do you think I deserve this kind of punishment? Just leave me alone, please.
I can't believe you would try and say you haven't done anything wrong. You're completely shameless. Ivy, just leave him. You don't need a man like this in your life. He's no more useful than a piece of trash. Hey, Oscar, did you know that my dad is a prosecutor? I'm going to make sure Ivy gets proper compensation for what you've done to her. This is mental and emotional trauma. Just you wait and see.
A prosecutor?
Oh, I guess I never mentioned it to you, so you didn't know. Yeah, my friend's dad is a prosecutor. Her mom is a lawyer too, so they're a real dream team. Anyway, this video is just a copy of the original, so you can take it with you. We'll be using this as evidence in our case against you, so you had better watch your back.
Hang on a second. I'm the one who should be getting compensation here. She pulled my hair out. I'm a victim. I literally got beaten up in front of you. How can you say she's going to win her case against me?
Well then, maybe you should sue me after all. Stop being a coward. Let's take this to court and see who wins once they've seen our evidence.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? What is this?
Oh my goodness, I guess Oscar ran home and told his mom what had happened straight away. What a child. Honestly, that's so embarrassing for him. What do you want? It's the paperwork for us to get our marriage license. I dropped it off back at yours because I'm not going to marry your son, so I don't need it anymore. It's got your information all over it. Don't you think you should be more careful? It could be dangerous if that fell into the wrong hands. Identity theft is so common these days.
What the hell do you mean you're not getting married? Why on earth did you change your mind? He told me that the two of you were meeting each other as friends today. What went wrong? Why would you call off the wedding?
Well, it's funny you ask, actually. It's a great story, and it involves you. I heard everything. Your son was on the phone, and I heard your whole conversation with him about stealing my money and using it for yourself. That's what made me change my mind. I'm just on my way to drop it off as evidence, so you should probably get ready for that, ma'am.
What? Why, you little brat? How dare you call me ma'am while you're threatening me? Did your parents teach you to act like this? Punishing an innocent woman who's done nothing wrong? How could you do this to the woman who is going to be your mother-in-law? We're practically family.
Why would you say that? You're not my mother-in-law, Clara. I just told you, I called off my marriage to your son. Didn't you see the papers? I thought that was why you were here. I haven't signed anything, so there is no way the wedding is going ahead. Besides, don't talk about my parents like that. They raised me to be honest and kind, unlike you and your son.
Do you think you're teaching me a lesson right now? What's your angle, stupid girl?
If you're going to bring parenting into this, maybe we should talk about your son. How badly did you raise him that he's still completely dependent on you as an adult? He's a grown man who still clings to his mommy like a baby.
What are you talking about?
You know, he'll never get married while the two of you still have such a weird relationship. What woman would want a man like that as her husband? There's not a girl in the world who wants a mama's boy as her husband. He's just a man-child.
Hey, come over here right now and explain yourself. How dare you curse out my son like that? And how could you try and steal away my daughter and treat her the way you did? You're no better than a common thief. Who the hell do you think you are? I'm Ivy's mom, and I'm going to protect her like a mother is supposed to. You tried to trick someone's precious child into a huge scam and steal her life from her. How dare you come yelling at me now as though it's my family who've done something wrong? The nerve of you. As the woman who did her best to raise her child properly, I'm embarrassed for you to see how you failed with your own son. Embarrassed? You don't know the first thing about my family. How can you make assumptions about my son and I when we've never even had a full conversation together?
Do you know enough about me and my family to speak to us like that? Your own logic is completely biased. You're not making any sense.
She's right. You claim something is fine when you do it. But as soon as someone gives you a taste of your own medicine, you act all offended and upset. Do you really want to go there? Come on, let's settle this now. You know, I really can't be bothered. It's impossible to convince an idiot that they're wrong, and I'm tired. Go and ruin someone else's life. You should live your life with your own money, or get your son to pay for you at the very least. Stop trying to skate your way through the world by getting someone else's daughter to pay for it. You have no right to her money. You're embarrassing yourself. Just stop it. I wondered where your daughter had learned her behavior from. The two of you are peas in a pod. You act just like your mom. Spoiled and selfish. Do you think I'm going to let you get away with threatening me like this? No way. Enough. I'm done with this conversation. Hey! What the hell? Do you really think you have the control to do that? I'm not done with the two of you yet. God, I am so angry. Where the hell did you find the nerve to be acting like this? I'm seeing red, I swear. My whole life is such a mess because of you. You've ruined everything.
How have you figured that out? It's because of your friends. Be realistic.
If you had never released that video, none of this would have happened. I don't deserve to have this happen to me.
No, actually, the video was just proof of something you had already done. I haven't done anything to you except show you what kind of a person you are.
The video has been spreading all over social media. I can't even show my face without people recognizing me as the guy from the clip. Rumors even started going around at my office, and it made everything so awkward and uncomfortable. I had to quit. What are you going to do about that? You have to pay for what you've done to me.
Did I tell you to quit your job? No, you did that on your own because you were embarrassed about people knowing what you did. Why should I have to compensate you for your own actions? I don't have time to argue with you about this.
Sure, maybe that was my decision, but my mom is totally broke. You called off our marriage, and now she has no way to pay her medical bills and get the surgery she needs. My mom blames herself for me not being able to get married, you know. Do you think it was fair of you to make this her problem too? Now an old lady is suffering.
It was your mom who first started blaming my upbringing for your behavior. All I did was call my mom and tell her what you had done. Why do you think your mom is the only person who feels sorry for you now that you're in this situation? Even your own friends think you were wrong.
I'm serious. I really am going to sue you. You owe me compensation for the stress and trauma I've been through. I'm going to win, and I will take everything from you. Do you understand?
Fine, go ahead and sue me. At least it would mean we could stop talking about it and just resolve this whole situation in court. Like I said, both of her parents are involved in the law. There's no way you're going to win this. I wonder what you're going to try to get out of it, and what I'll end up winning.
Why do you think I couldn't win the case? You're so determined that I'm going to fail. I've always been the type of person who follows through on the things I say I'm going to do. Unlike you, it seems. Living with your mother-in-law isn't a good enough reason to call off a wedding.
Sure, go and live with your mom then. The two of you seem very happy together, trying to scam innocent women out of their money. You should have spoken to me about it if it was something you really wanted to do. Not kept it secret until it was too late for me. You hid your past too. I had no idea you had been married.
I told you I was going to tell you everything as soon as we were legally married.
Are you serious? You think it's okay to only talk about these things after we're married? You know, I was already living with my own parents. What would your reaction have been if I told you to give my mom half of your salary and that you had to move in with them? I don't think you would have gone for it myself.
I never said you had to give half your salary. Don't make things up.
Well, clearly you don't like the idea either. Why would you try to force me to do something if you wouldn't do it for me? Don't you see how that's a bit of a double standard? Your mom told me I was exactly like my mom, and she's probably right. You're exactly like her, though, and that is not a good thing. Is your family in some kind of trouble? Is that why you did this?
Hey, do I look like some kind of a joke to you?
No, you don't look like a joke. You're just an only child.
Do you want me to die? I'm already at the absolute lowest point of my life thanks to you, and now you're laughing at me. I'm not scared of you. I have nothing to lose. You might get hurt, though, if you start playing with fire. You have a lot to lose if you try to push me.
I'm sorry, are you threatening me?
Hey, are you scared now? Have you finally started to realize you did something wrong?
So you admit it. You're trying to threaten me?
Yeah, I did. See, you are scared now. Come on, apologize to me before it's too late and I change my mind about forgiving you. We can end this today if you just agree you were wrong and we move on.
You know, I just recorded everything you said, including you saying you were threatening me. You should really learn your lesson, you know. I'm going to the police station and reporting you for stalking me. Our engagement is over. You should have left me alone.
Wait, hang on a minute. You've got to be kidding me.
I guess you can find out at the police station. See you there.
Hey, stop! Oh my god, this is so crazy! What the hell? She would never really sue me, would she? I don't have any money anyway. What does she expect to win? The nerve of her trying to ruin my life like this. Who the hell does she think she is? Hey, are you seriously going to sue me for fraud? This is totally unfair. I'm the victim.
How do you not understand what's going on here? I've been very clear about what's happening. You threatened me, so I've come to the police. I've told them about everything that happened, and I have no intention of agreeing to a deal with you.
What? Why would I agree with that either? I haven't done anything wrong.
I can't believe you still won't admit that you were wrong. It's almost impressive. Do you just have absolutely no self-awareness? I mean, go ahead and keep denying everything if you want. You're not going to win this argument. I just want you to know that. Oscar, where are you? Oh, there you are. What the hell is going on? Why are you at a police station? Oh, it's you. Hi, Clara. It's been a while since we last saw each other, huh? I came here to report your son for stalking and threatening me. I have everything on video, too. How much longer do you think he's going to keep arguing for? Can you sort him out and get him to just admit what he's done? It would save us all some time.
How dare you talk to my mom like that?
No, you're completely right. I agree with everything you're saying, Ivy. I was too soft on him when he was growing up, and I never taught him to do things for himself. He relies on me too much.
Mom, what the hell?
Can't you just drop the charges against him? I'm sure we could figure out some kind of an agreement between us. I'm asking you to do this for me. Please. I can't live without my son, and this would kill him. He's already at rock bottom.
No, I won't come to an agreement with her. I'm the victim.
There's your answer then, Clara. He won't agree to anything. I can't help you if your son isn't going to cooperate. I'm not going to drop it either. I'll follow the proper procedure, and he will pay for what he's done. No, you can't do that to us! Son, please listen to me. Don't you want to do what I say is best? You trust me, don't you? I can't apologize for you, and she isn't going to drop the charges. You have to realize this is a stupid mistake. You're being an idiot.
No, I haven't done anything wrong. She ruined my life, but I don't have anything to apologize for. I was just trying to scare her a bit. I never thought she would go to the cops. I just wanted to make her feel bad.
You realize you're going to go bankrupt if you go through with this.
What? Bankrupt?
Yes! Legal fees are expensive. Just apologize to her now and let's be done with this. My son is far from perfect. You and I both know that. Yes, clearly. I swear my son will never bother you again if you can forgive him just this once. Please just drop the charges. Can't you feel a bit sympathetic?
Hey, Ivy. I'm sorry. I messed up. I know that now. I don't have anywhere else to go. This is absolutely rock bottom for me. Let's just agree to a settlement, okay? Come on. All you have to do is drop the charges. If I go bankrupt, my life is completely ruined forever. I don't have even the tiniest bit of hope about making things better again.
What the hell is wrong with you? Did you think you could wear me down by holding onto my arm and crying about how your life is over? This is all your own fault. Please, Ivy. We're so sorry. I swear I'm going to teach my son what's right and wrong so nothing like this ever happens again. Forgive him just this once. Please.
She's right. I'll never show my face in front of you again if you just let me off this time. I'll never call you. I'll never text you. I won't even step foot in your neighborhood. Please, just say you'll drop the charges against me.
Okay, fine. I'll drop the stalking charges. But you have to do whatever I say for compensation. If you refuse, I'll just file the complaint again. So, that's the story of how I filed a police complaint against my ex-fiance and ended up suing him for attempted fraud. Their whole family was dead to me. I never wanted to see him or his mother ever again. To be honest, though, I didn't actually want any money from him. I just wanted to scare him enough so that he'd leave me alone. The last I heard about them, Oscar moved out of his mom's place and they're living separately. He stopped paying her allowance, and they are living separate lives with their own jobs. Still, I heard some creepy news later on. Apparently, he still swears that once he meets a new woman, he will basically force her to marry him and then he'll start taking care of his mom again. I guess he just wants the money. Man, I don't think he's ever going to get his act together. If he isn't relying on his mom, he's relying on his wife. Maybe a guy like that will never really grow up. Luckily, I found out about exactly what kind of a person he was before we were ever married, so it was easier for me to escape him and his mother. I just hope that he never manages to trick another woman into agreeing to marry him.
I think he needs to spend his life alone and learn that he can't use people like that.
OMG, you're seriously getting married, Maxie? You're already 36. What's the point of doing that so late?
I didn't think I'd ever find someone at this age either. But it's okay. I'm not worried about age.
No way. It's bad luck to get married that old. He's probably been married before, right? There are so many stories of ex-girlfriends going mad and attacking women. Or even killing them to get their lover back.
Yeah. Didn't someone try and attack you before you got divorced? I get you're worried, but I really don't think that's gonna happen to me. It's not as common as you think.
Yes, but I'm fine. I can handle myself. I could have beat her in a fight anyway.
Anyway, I'm going to get married no matter what. So please don't try and scare me with these stupid horror stories. It's not changing my mind.
Why would you even want to marry a man like that? He is boring. He's got as much personality as a blank piece of paper. And he works in some boring office too, right? Like, what are you guys even gonna do all day?
That's fine by me. I don't want an exciting life. I want to settle down with someone calmer, like him. He's just my type, actually.
Ew, that's gross. You're like an old grandma and grandpa in a retirement home. You seriously don't want to do anything fun? I know you're old, but sitting around sunbathing all day sounds super lame. What's the point of living if you're just sitting there?
I don't really like going on adventures or anything like parties, so I'm perfectly fine with that. I much prefer staying at home and relaxing than going to nightclubs or something.
You're probably gonna have a boring wedding too, right? If you don't like fun, I doubt you're gonna want a huge venue or dancing or anything. You're probably just gonna go to some old people church by yourselves.
Well, we will have a wedding. Ever since I was little, I always dreamed about having a nice wedding. And besides, Don said he really wants to see me in a traditional dress.
Don't spend too much money. It'll just be wasted. You'll probably be divorced pretty soon after you move in together, so using all your cash on it is stupid.
I'm not getting a divorce. Not every relationship goes the same way yours did, Taylor.
Are you trying to say I did something wrong? Don't drag my past into this. None of it was my fault. You're acting like you're better than me.
No, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. That's not what I was trying to say, I swear.
You didn't support me at all when I got divorced. I bet you were secretly judging me too, weren't you? And yet you can't see why I'm upset at all. I'm just trying to do what's best for you. You're just completely ignoring me and acting like I'm the bad guy.
No, I didn't mean that.
We've been friends since high school, for God's sake. Don't you think I know you at least a little bit? And you should know me too. I'd feel absolutely miserable if I had to go see your wedding. You know that.
I'm sorry. I didn't think about that. I thought that since it's been a couple years since your divorce, you wouldn't be upset over it.
It doesn't take just a few years to get over something like that. He was cheating on me the entire time we were together. I'll never recover.
I understand. It's a hard thing to go through. I wouldn't be able to accept it either. It's okay. I'll make sure not to send you an invitation or talk to you about it. That should help, right?
Huh? No, I want to go.
What? Are you sure you should?
Of course I will. I might be able to meet someone there, you know?
You want to meet someone?
Yeah, of course. Someone who will take care of me, spoil me. Someone rich.
Do you want to try getting married again?
Of course. I'm not going to just sulk and be alone forever. I need to go out there and make a life. I won't be dragged down by that man forever.
Oh, that makes sense.
If I find anyone there that would be a good husband, I'll take him. I won't waste time. We can get married right away. So, could you do me a favor, girl? Make sure to seat me around a bunch of hunks. Preferably single ones, obviously.
Huh?
I'm not into cheating. I don't want to be near any men who already have wives. or around your older family. That's weird. If there's any single, handsome, and rich men there, please make sure I'm around them. Okay?
Okay. I'll have a think and see what I can do, I guess. But all of Don's friends are his coworkers, so they're gonna work in the same office job and have the same sort of personality. Would you want that?
Of course. He graduated from Harvard, right? I'm sure his friends had to do the same to get a job with him.
Oh, you remember that? I don't think you've ever even met him. I'm surprised you know stuff like that. You've got a good memory.
If they've all got good degrees, then they'll be rich now. Or at least somewhere down the line. Might even be a manager or assistant or something.
Oh, okay. Do you want to sit with them?
Save me the best seat possible. Pretty please.
I don't know if any of his friends are rich or in higher positions, though. I'll have to ask Dom before I can let you know.
Oh, and I won't be bringing gifts or anything. And if there's a fee for the entry, I won't pay it.
Oh. What?
That's fine, right?
I mean,
Is there something wrong? We're best friends. You really gonna make me give you a present to see you get married?
Well, no, but it's a wedding. It's not just seeing each other. It's something special.
I don't have a lot of money. I'm living on my own after all. Unlike you, I don't have a man to support me anymore. So be a good friend and make some exceptions for me. Yeah? This is a good chance for me to find someone. I might even be able to make it up to you later down the road.
I didn't even invite you yet.
This is my perfect chance to get a good guy. I have to come. And I'm gonna need to use my money for a good dress and a new haircut. I wanna look good.
I guess that makes sense.
So please don't make me spend money on gifts. I need all the money I can get. Anyway, I gotta go to the store and get some makeup and prepare myself.
My name is Maxie, and I'm 36 years old. Currently, I work in a small office, and have been there for years. Until recently, I never really had any sort of relationships. I guess I wasn't interested. A man never came up to me, so it just didn't happen. But 1 year ago, I met my soon-to-be husband when he was introduced to me at work. Don is a very sweet man. He's kind, caring, very hardworking. He's perfect. And we both get along so well, since we have similar personalities. So, only half a year after we met, he proposed to me. And now next month, we are going to have the wedding of my dreams. Taylor is my best friend who I've known since high school. Nowadays, because of our busy lives, we only really have time to text. She's very energetic, strong-headed, and isn't afraid to be herself. She's the type of woman guys love. The type of woman I wish I could be like. 3 years ago, Taylor started to work at some big-shot company where she met her ex-husband. They got married pretty quick too, if I remember correctly. But it only lasted about a year, if that. Apparently, her ex-husband had been cheating on her, so she quickly filed for divorce. I know how hard the divorce was for her, and it left her with basically no money and no family to turn to. I felt awful for bringing up my marriage so soon after this all happened to her. But I have a way I can make it up to her. By bringing her to my wedding, she can get seated near all of Dawn's friends, and maybe even find a new man. That was the plan, anyway. But just before my wedding, something happened. Taylor did something unthinkable right before my big day. Thanks for coming to the rehearsal dinner today. Sorry we didn't talk much. I've been so busy with everything going on. Also, any chance you know what happened to my dress?
Your dress? Why would I know?
I can't seem to find it. I haven't seen it since you've been here.
I have no idea. Why are you asking me?
I didn't show anyone the dress after you. And as far as I know, no one else was in my room. So I just thought there wasn't anybody else I could ask.
Huh. Interesting. You're trying to say I did something?
I was just wondering if you knew anything, that's all.
I can't believe this. You're seriously asking your best friend if I stole your stuff? Well, no. I might be wrong, so that's why I was asking. Sorry if you felt like I was attacking you. I do know where it is, actually. Oh, really? Where is it? I have a more important question for you. Why does your dress look exactly like my beautiful one? Huh? I was supposed to be the only one in blue. It was gonna make me stand out. And besides, blue isn't your color at all. So you can't wear it. My ceremony is in 2 days. Why are you so mad about this all of a sudden? Well, you can't wear it, and that's final. I'm sorry, but I'm going to wear it. It's the dress I chose, and it's the one I'm wearing. You can't. Actually, I burned it, so you literally can't. What? It's pretty charred. Not a lot left of it, TBH. But if you insist, I guess you can wear it. It's black now anyway, so it solved my problem. You're joking, right? After I burned it, I tossed it in your doghouse. Please just tell me this is a big joke. Before I went home, I went upstairs and threw the dress out the window. Then I went outside and burned it up real good. Your dog wouldn't leave it alone after that, though. I guess it smelled good. So I just threw it in the doghouse for him. It's only good as an old rag blanket for a dog anyway. Why would you do something like this to me? Because your dress looks just like mine. We can't match. It will take the attention off me. You should have done what you were supposed to do and got a normal white dress. That's what brides are supposed to wear anyway. I wanted a white dress, but I chose different so that we wouldn't look the same. So can you kindly leave the colorful, nice dresses to me, please? Go get yourself a normal, plain, white one. You don't get to decide what I wear to my own wedding. You've been an idiot since high school. You always need me to tell you what to do. You should have been able to figure it out yourself. If you could just use your brain for once, I wouldn't need to tell you what to do in the first place. It's all unfair. I'm the perfect woman. I'm calm and funny. I always bought whatever my husband wanted at the store and always made amazing dinners. It's not fair. You can't do anything like that. Why are you being like this? I thought we were friends. Friends? With someone like you? We've been friends since high school, just like you said. Why would you talk to me if we weren't friends? I just kept you beside me for appearances. You're boring and have no sense of fashion. So when you sit next to me, it makes me look even better. Don't act like we've been besties or something. I only needed you to help me look nice. No. But you were saying we were friends just the other day? Guess I lied. You always cooked for me too, so I thought it would be good to let you stick around, since you were doing stuff for me. But you're just so dull. I'm tired of it. I can't take it anymore. I really thought we were friends. After your divorce, I tried to see you a lot more. I thought we got closer. I felt really bad for you. What? Do you want me to feel bad for you in return or something? I'd rather be friends with a cockroach. I really did think we were friends. I didn't think you were stupid enough to wear the same color dress as me, though. You managed to surprise me with your stupidity once again. How was I supposed to know what you were wearing? You didn't tell me anything. It's not like I could have done it on purpose. If you came over to see my dress like you should have, then you would have known. I would have happily showed you. Not to hang out with you, just so you continue to do stuff for me. I deserve happiness, and I'm not letting someone like you get in the way. I didn't want to see your dress until the ceremony. I thought it would be a nice surprise. You didn't even ask if that's what I wanted, though. You only were thinking of yourself, as usual. I'm not letting you go off and get happily married and leave me in the dust. I deserve it, too. Honestly, the new dress suits you better. It's boring, dull, and dark, just like you.
Please don't say things like that.
You should be thanking me. No one's ever had a wedding in a dress like that. It's your time to shine and show off the latest new fashion design. I'm looking forward to the wedding, especially now that I'm certain we won't be matching. I hope I'll be able to find a suitable man to be my future husband. Of course, I hope he's loaded too. How the heck did you get a new dress so quickly?
Actually, that was my mother-in-law's dress she wore for her own wedding. At first, I was worried it would be a bit too flashy for me, but after I tried it on, I really liked it, so she let me borrow it.
Your mother-in-law gave you her dress?
Yeah. We're about the same height and size, so it fit me pretty well. It only needed a few adjustments done to it. She kept it because of the memory she attached to it, but she had no idea it would come in handy like that.
Stop lying. There's no way an old woman had something that pretty laying around.
Just yesterday, she rushed over here to give it to me, since you ruined my dress. I'm actually happy with how it turned out. I feel like I have a closer relationship with my new family now, and I really like the dress. And it's all thanks to you.
Are you serious? Don't act all mushy with me. I don't need your stupid appreciation.
Did you happen to meet anyone at the wedding? Any men there that you fancied?
Of course there wasn't.
Why not? I made sure all the single men were sitting next to you.
All of them were my ex-husband's old friends. I'm not talking with any of them.
Well, I didn't try to do that. It's just that those were the only single men who were attending.
They were rude to me, even at my own wedding years back.
Well, I just figured it would be okay as long as they were single. You never know. You might have been able to hit it off with them.
No, there was zero chance of that happening.
Why not?
It's got something to do with my divorce.
Could it be that it wasn't your husband cheating that caused the divorce, but you who was being unfaithful?
Why would you know that?
Those guys were at the wedding because they're Don's friends, of course. So after the wedding, they told him all about what you had been up to. I had no idea our husbands were connected like that. I heard you also used all of your ex-husband's savings before you left, right? And you got his leftovers after the divorce, which you've been using to pay your rent.
Well,
And then after the divorce, you apparently stalked him for a bit? That's what they said anyway. You didn't want to lose him, so you busted into his office and caused a scene. You ended up getting kicked out and you're never allowed back in. What a wild ride. Very different from what you told me, don't you think?
Of course I came back. I had to leave him because he cheated on me. But I didn't have any money, so I couldn't just let him abandon me completely. So I offered him a second chance. But he told me he refused to get back together and that he was done with me.
But he didn't cheat. I already found out the truth, so drop the act.
Well,
I can't believe you're so bold, though. Trying to ask someone you cheated on to help support you after what you did?
it's not my fault. I didn't have money, so there was nothing else I could do. And he screwed me over. He only gave me like $5,000 in the divorce.
$5,000?
Yeah, that's it. What good is that?
What did you use it on? That's easily a couple months' rent.
Well, I decided to go shopping to treat myself after all the stress I went through. I bought a few new handbags and stuff. And before I knew it, I was out of money.
How shocking.
Look, let's get off this topic. You owe me anyway. I didn't meet anyone at that stupid wedding, so you need to pay me back.
What?
You promised me I'd meet someone, and I didn't. And it's all your fault. And now I don't have anyone rich to help me, so I need your money for my rent. It's only fair since you failed at your job.
What?
Or you can still find me a husband, maybe? I'll take yours at this point. I don't care. I thought he was a regular office worker, but he's one of the higher-ups now, right? So I'm sure he's got enough money for my liking. It might not be the rich life I wanted, but I could at least afford a place to live.
Do you really expect me to agree to that?
Why not? You kind of suck anyway, no offense. You're useless at most things, and I'm prettier than you. So he'd probably be happier if he comes with me anyway.
Look, we already decided we were right for each other and are married. Besides, he likes me because I'm calm and we get to live a relaxing life. He isn't gonna want someone like you who loves partying and spending money.
Well, maybe not at first, but we're besties, so you can introduce me, right? He'll learn just how amazing I am eventually.
Oh, so we're friends again now? Only when it suits you, though, I see.
What do you think? It works for both of us. Don't act like I'm cruel. If you didn't have me, you'd be lonely and depressed. You would have had no friends in school.
I don't consider you a friend anymore, Taylor. So I'm not doing you any favors.
Why are you being so selfish? It's not fair that you get to be super happy and get all this stuff without me. I deserve it too.
You don't get happiness by stealing it from others. You need to find a way to make your own, or it's never going to happen.
Oh, stop lecturing me. I don't care.
Oh, and I got something to say about the dress, too.
That's not important right now.
I was really looking forward to wearing that dress that you destroyed.
Who cares? You wore that old woman's dress instead, so it's fine. You said you liked it.
Well, it did work out in the end, yes. But after the wedding, I still felt really upset about it. So I filed a police report for property damage.
You what?
Don and his mother are a lot angrier than I am, so they agreed and urged me to do so. There's also a file for theft, so it's two things.
No, you didn't. You must be joking.
I'm 100% serious. I went down to the station earlier to report it.
But doesn't that mean they're gonna want to talk to me? Are they gonna come find me?
I assume so, yeah. I said I want my money back for the dress you burned, as well as money for emotional damage caused. Oh, and of course, money for ruining my doghouse.
What? I can't afford that, and you know it. And why the doghouse? I didn't do anything to it. Why do I have to pay for that?
Well, it's full of soot now. It's not good for him to go in there. It might hurt his chest. So unfortunately, we had to throw it out.
Well, that's not my fault. He's a dumb animal. If he doesn't like it, that's his own stupid problem.
I'd appreciate it if you cooperate and work as hard as you can to pay me the money you owe.
But we're friends, right? I mean, we've been together since high school. So please just drop the charges.
You know, I always did think we were best friends. I wanted to be like you, actually. You were always so energetic, cheerful, and headstrong. I thought if I were like you, I wouldn't have been alone for so long. But that doesn't mean I'm letting you walk all over me. I'm not being friends with someone who is trying to ruin my happiness and doesn't care about me.
But it's a really bad time for me to get arrested right now.
Is there ever a good time?
Well, my ex-husband already filed a restraining order against me.
Yeah, because you stormed into his office building, right?
We're still in the middle of the trial for that.
Oh, Lord.
Please just drop the report for now. I can't handle both of these things. And if they come for me, my fate is sealed. I can't pay for all of this.
Getting arrested isn't so bad, is it? They feed and house you for free. Might be good for you.
I'm sorry. Look, I'll apologize. Please forgive me. I just was sick of living so poor like this. I wanted someone rich. I don't have any money. I can't pay you. What do I do? Please help me. I am so sorry. I don't want to lose my house. I don't want to go to jail.
In the end, the police managed to track Taylor down and arrest her. While she wasn't sent to jail, she was ordered to pay me back for the dress and the doghouse. It's quite a lot of money, so she'll be working nonstop for the rest of her days, it seems. Would you be able to stay friends with someone like that? Someone who drowned in their own jealousy so much they ruin their best friend's happiness like that.
For me, at least, I can never go back to her. It's time for me to start my new married life with my amazing husband. We'll spend the rest of our days lazing around, sunbathing, and not going out anywhere crazy. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you next time.